Hey, what's up, guys? Um, I want to do a little bit of an introduction before I start this video, but not take up too much time because I really want to dive into the meat of what's going on here. But I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video to my channel, but I've gotten myself organized now to where I'm going to actually be doing 3 LPs at once here on this channel, while also running with 2 of my best friends growing up, my other channel, which is Warrior Lasky. I'm going to go ahead and put an annotation here in the video so you can go and check out what we're doing over there if you'd like. Basically, the 3 of us, we make short films together, and that channel has actually reached YouTube partner status. So yes, YouTube has become a full-time job for me now, which is awesome. It's the best job I've ever had. But for those of you who subscribe to my channel for the gaming content, I want to also be bringing content to you. So I'm going to be doing 3 LPs at once. Like I said, I'm able to do that because the LP for this game I'm going to be showing is actually really short. But this is Journey. And Journey is, for all of you out there who are advocates of, the movement, if you want to call it that, of gaming as a legitimate art form on the same level as film or any other art form out there, you're going to want to pay attention to this game, and I would highly suggest you buy it because this is the most beautifully crafted video game I have ever played. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the game, and you can see what I'm talking about. Now, it's going to be really hard to commentate over this game because the music and a lot of the sound is what makes it so great. So I want to kind of emphasize that. So this game in particular, it doesn't need a whole lot of commentary, but I do want to show it to you so that you can see just how astounding it is. So I'll stop talking now. So as you can see already, the graphics, the visual design of this game, it needs no commentary. It speaks for itself. So I won't even bother trying to advocate for it. But another thing I do want to mention before I get any further is that I don't want to provide, as far as commentary, mostly what I'm trying to do here is sell this game to you because I want you all to buy it. But, and by the way, it's available only on the PlayStation Network. For those of you who have PS3s, go buy it. But I don't want to try and, give commentary on what the meaning of the game is. I think that's very subjective, and I think it's very subjective on purpose, actually. So I'll let you guys talk about it. This is so beautiful. Wow. That is awesome. Oh, the music is so moving. Anyway, there are some sequences in the game where you get some backstory, but it's not really explicitly told. It's not spoon-fed to you in any way. There's a lot of room for speculation and opinion. So I'll show those off, obviously, but I won't try to give you, the meaning that I found in the game. I'll kind of allow you guys to come up with your own opinions. So as far as gameplay goes, it's very simple. You just press the O button to do that, basically. That's basically the way you communicate in the game. There's just these little chirps, basically, that you give. And you can hold it down and do a bigger one, or just kind of tap it and do a smaller one. You can rotate the camera with the controller itself by moving it back and forth. Of course, I prefer using the right control stick. Don't have to press anything to climb up these steps here. You just kind of run into them and the character will move itself up the obstacles there. Now there are these little you can see this white, like, I don't even know what to call that, but this happens. There's a whole bunch of them in the game. You come across them, you run up to them, and they lengthen that little piece of cloth that's flying off the back of your robe there. And it gives you the ability to basically jump and kind of fly like this. You hold down the X button and you can do that. So you'll find these like pieces of cloth kind of floating around all over the game. You run up to them and they'll replenish your ability to be able to jump. So for right now, I have a very short piece of cloth, so I can't jump very far. However, the more of those little white floating things you come across, the longer your cape becomes. And so the longer you'll be able to jump, almost like you're flying. And that's I can't even explain the thrill, I guess, that you experience in some of these areas that are just so sprawling, so massive, and so beautiful. And you're just flying through them. It's just the coolest feeling in the world. So as you can see, I'm kind of running around here and finding these little pieces of cloth, and then they fill up that. You see the white letters on the back of that long piece of cloth trailing off my robe. That means that I have a full ability, basically, to jump and float through the air. So I'm going to come over here and kind of check out what's in this building, because there are a lot of places where those I don't even know what to call them, those white symbols are floating in the air, and you can miss. There's a lot of them that you can miss along the way. So I'm trying to get as many as I can on this playthrough. And the coolest thing about this game, and a lot of people will complain about it, I think it's awesome, is that the game is very short. It's only about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours long. But it's so beautiful, and you'll see the way by the end of the game how it kind of, I guess, how it kind of cycles and how it has a lot of replayability. But what also plays into that is trying to find as many of these little white symbols as you can, have a really long scarf coming off of your robe, so that you can just fly around for the longest time and do some really cool stuff. So I'm just kind of looking around in here, trying to see if I missed anything from my first playthrough. Obviously, there's one of those symbols up there, but I'm thinking there might be another one somewhere. In fact, I don't know. Yeah, I can totally get up here. So you'll see here how the cloth, see how it lengthens like that? Now I can hang in the air even longer when I jump. So I'm going to go and explore this place a little. Oh, that's just, the animation is so fluid. It's amazing. And just wait for when the cloth gets even longer. You can just fly around. Okay, so when you get to places like this where these cloths look like they're kind of decaying and dying, you hold down O, do that little chirp, and you kind of bring them to life. So a lot of the game is actually spent going through these kind of ruinous areas and bringing them back to life in a lot of ways, which can have several, implications symbolically. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time telling you, my interpretation of the game, but there definitely is a lot of symbolic meaning in this game that I think purposefully, and I think in a really smart move, is subjective and has meaning, a different meaning, I should say, for everyone who plays. So here we're going to get a little bit of a story sequence. I'll go ahead and be quiet for this part. Okay, so that might not mean much to you now, but that will be expanded upon. That you'll see the story told in those little kind of mural sequences. Now, before I continue, I really do think that I should explore here a little bit. I know there should be probably at least one more of those whites and I think there it is. Yep, missed that one the first time through, so let's go check it out. Oh, that's just so cool. I can't even explain how cool that is. Like, what it feels like to kind of soar like that. And now we'll be able to do it even longer. So let's see if there's anything else around here. I think all of these buildings are kind of closed. They have like gates kind of blocking them off, so I don't think we can get in there, but we'll check them out anyway. See what's going on here. Yep, I think it's not accessible. It does look like something's glowing over there, though. I don't know. For those of you who have played Journey, let me know in the comments if there are things that I missed, so that I can go back in another playthrough and check them out. I'd love to be able to see 100% of this game, because, and I'm going to be honest with you, the other two LPs I'm doing simultaneously with this one are obviously Crisis Core, which I started a few months ago, and then Dark Souls. And I'm really excited about where video games are headed right now, because maybe it's just because in the last 2 months, well, maybe just in the last month, this game and Dark Souls are easily in my top 5 of favorite games of all time. I've played 2 of my top 5 favorite games of all time just in the last month or so. So yeah, my other LP is going to be Dark Souls. For those of you who have been curious about that, not sure whether or not you want to buy it, I'll give a lengthy LP, and hopefully to help you decide. For me personally, it's one of the best games ever. But I'm going to stop the video here, and we'll find out what this game's all about a little bit more next time. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a nice day.